What's up, fam? It's Smiley here. Welcome to Smiles from Miles RC Time. Just hanging out at the old homestead, staying cool. It's really hot. Real quick backstory: a few years ago, I suffered some heat exhaustion, and according to my doctor, she explained to me once you get heat exhaustion, it sticks around for about 10 years. And you're very susceptible to getting it again, and even heat stroke potentially. So last Saturday I moved it here to my new home, and I'm now located in southern Arizona, and I was on the verge of another episode of heat exhaustion. So I usually ride my bike everywhere and film RC car videos. I did go out yesterday and rode my bike for the first time since I've moved here since last Saturday, which is really unheard of for me. I'm, like I said, an everyday driver of my electric e-bike, and I pedal the whole time. I don't just use the electric. I want to use that to help me get into better shape, because I'm an old man and things stop working like they used to. So this electric bike really has changed the game for me. If you're interested in an electric bike, I highly recommend Electric, L-E, spelled like electric, but with just an L. And they are located in Phoenix, Arizona. Awesome support. I can't say nothing but praises about this company. So anyways, when I first got my bike last year, I could barely pedal with the electric on a block. Now I got close to 1,600 miles on my bike. I pedal everywhere with the electric. I've lost tons of weight. My stamina has gone through the ceiling. My legs are super strong. So at my age, that's a blessing. So anyways, I went out riding yesterday and got home. And this morning I had intentions of going riding again and hitting my local park right down the street, but it's just, I'm feeling it today. So today I decided to do an in-house video with you guys and share with you some of the stuff I've been working on, and a new car to me I'm going to film, and also the modifications that I did to said car. Also, I've been watching a lot of videos, Kevin Talbot and Tom Lee and JC Racing and some other folks making jumps, ramps. So I'm going to share that with you as well. All right, let's get into it. A few things. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I hope this video finds you all safe and sound. I hope that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for all future videos to be uploaded to this channel. You know, being just new, if you could share my videos, that would help the algorithm to recognize who I am. Okay, with that, let's get into the first part. This is the car and the remote control, etc. You can see by the logo, I'm pretty sure you know what it is. So this is a Amoril buggy, okay, and I did a great deal of modifications to it to turn it into more of a basher instead of like a carpet racer or a packed dirt racer, and I'll show you everything that I did to this car. One thing about these Amoril cars is that, yeah, they're 550 brushed motors, but these motors are no joke, guys. Like, this thing is really fast. I'm making these faces because it really surprised me when I got this car and I threw a 2S battery in, which it comes with. This car comes with a lot of accessories. You get a front bumper you can put on for beginners. You get all kinds of cool stuff, replacement gears, replacement swing arms. You know, you just get a lot of great stuff with Amoril, and also Relarlo too now is starting to do that as well. And they are sister companies, so it's not surprising. This is the body, really well made. I already peeled the plastic covering. This thing is freaking durable, man. It's nothing in comparison to like any of the other brands, lower end brands that I've been messing about with, like my favorite little basher, the DERC 300E. That body is not that great. It's a good body, but it's not like this. This is really, really thick. really well done. It's awesome. When you get the car, it comes in the box. Your wing is separate. You have to install that with 4 screws right here. It does not have a wheelie bar. In here you got a 550 motor. You got a, let me get my eyes on. I believe this one has either a 45 amp or 60 amp servo, combination servo. You can see that it has lights, ports, so you can do lights on this if you like. This is 2S, 3S car, so I believe this is a 45 amp ESC in here. You got a little servo. I think it's a 9 kilogram servo, I believe. It's pretty durable and very strong, especially when you turn on the car. It's hard to spin these. It comes all metal, everything metal. You can adjust your camber, you can adjust everything on this. You have, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see those, but there's little holes right there. You go, right there, and that's to dumb down, to make it lower. And you could got some 4 screws that come with the car, and basically that's just to lower the profile. This comes with these tires, and they come with some beauty rings, and they're just beauty rings. They don't really do anything. They're there just to beautify and bring the, you know, stretch the colorway into the wheels. But they're cool looking. Unfortunately, they didn't fit on the tires that I decided to replace them with. Also, another thing I did was I changed the shocks out. These are plastic head shocks, and they come in 2 different sizes. You got the front shock and the rear shock. You can kind of see that one's longer than the other. Excuse my shaking, guys. I do have epilepsy, so I do tend to shake quite a bit. This is probably a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch in difference from the front to the rear, as you can see right here. And these are the stock shocks. Great oil-filled shocks. Nothing wrong with those shocks whatsoever. I wanted all metal aluminum shocks, and that's why I ended up purchasing off of eBay. I had picked up a couple of S-Max RC cars, 1/16 scale, brushless. So you guys will see those in the future, near future. I robbed the tires from one of them and put it on this, and I put 1/10 scale tires on those, because those dog bones, instead of it being a 5mm like that, it's actually a 1/10 scale axle and axle nut for the tires. Pretty cool for a 1/16 scale to have that kind of beef. We'll go over that in another video. So these are the original tires, like I said, and you can see where the beauty rings sat right there. And I put these Basher tires on. Now these are a little bit bigger, probably about, not much, probably 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch bigger. Let's see if I can get that in the shot for you guys. It's about the same size, a little bigger, definitely wider. Even though the back tires of these were wide in comparison to the front tires, you can see the 2 different widths, front, back. I went with all 4-wheel drive tires. Also, putting these oil-filled all aluminum shocks, it raised the body up to a 1/2 inch, about a 1/2 inch. And you know, I'm not worried about stripping gears because Amoril gives you backup gearing. And so if I do strip the gears in this, from this being so high up, raised up, because I raised it up about another 1/2 inch off the ground for better clearance. Like I said, I wanted to make this into a Basher, and this is why, because this is metal. This is about a 5mm, 6mm thick shock tower. Chances of that breaking because of hitting and not bottoming out, because it won't bottom out. You can see it won't bottom out. It breaking are very slim to none. If anything happens to this car, well, probably I'd kill the gearing. And like I said, it comes with replacement gearing for all this stuff. So you gotta, it's just 4-wheel drive, and the differentials are locked. super tight. Perfect for bashing. You don't really want loose differentials unless you're going to do drifting. So like on the S-Max, those are called drifting trucks, brushless drifting trucks. Even though they're four-wheel drive and they're like monster trucks, in small letters it says drifting. So if you look at their differentials, they're loose. So I'm going to be doing the little Kevin Talbot trick and getting silicone earplugs and pulling those differentials out and stuffing silicone earplugs so I lock up those differentials so it is truly like this, a four-wheel drive basher. They're fun little trucks. Like I said, we'll get into those in a later date. What else is going on with this car? I got the battery here. Now there's one thing that you guys all should be aware of, okay? You can change the battery area to a longer, to fit like a 2-cell, like my legendary 2-cell fits in here. It's a longer, narrow 2-cell, and it fits here. I moved them from the stock, which is, this comes with the stock, and you can see I've been doing a little work. This is a stock placement for the battery tray, and I moved it to this placement for the battery tray. Now you can see I'm missing a screw right here. There's a reason why, and I'll show you that. One of the flaws that I found with this design is this little problem we have here, and a lot of RC car drivers are finding this. This little dimple, it's no longer there. I cut it out, and there was a screw in there. This is not really, it's holding the side panel, but it's really not needed. What you want to do is you want to remove that screw and you want to cut that nipple off, because when you start hitting jumps and such, this is going to hit, the battery is going to hit this little nipple right here, and with the screw still there, it could puncture your battery. And we all know what happens when lipo batteries get punctured. They explode and it'll kill your car. So your number one modification when buying an Amoril or Relarlo of any sort is to cut that nipple out. I'm not sure if WL Toys has that. I haven't found that problem yet so far in the WL Toy cars I have. But this is definitely number one modification that you do for these Amoril and Relarlo cars. Okay? So just so you're aware. You don't want to ruin your car. You don't want your battery to explode while you're playing and having fun, getting smiles for miles. And this lights up and bye-bye, it's done. You know what I mean? So make sure you do that mod. Very imperative. This has a Velcro strap. It's okay. It works. You know, I was worried about the drivetrain in here. You can see the drive shaft right there, but you can see there's plastic. There's a plastic lip right inside there, so this battery won't hit that. On RC Guy Garage, I can't remember which model he had, but he saw that that was going to hit the drivetrain was going to hit the battery, and they alleviated that, at least with this one that I have right now. It does come with an aluminum heatsink, which is definitely needed because, like I said, this is a 550 motor, and this is highly geared, and it's fast as effing. This is 2S and 3S capable. I have a 2S right here. This is what came with it. It's a lipo 7.4 1800 milliamp 2S battery, and like I said, I replaced the wheels and the tires on it to make it more of a basher style. In the comments below, I'll leave a link how to get this battery I'm going to share with you guys. And I looked and looked, and I finally found the 3S to fit into this battery tray. I do have some 3Ss, but they're just a little too thick, and they don't really fit underneath the ESC combo right here. Really, real quick before I forget, it does have a 3-wire servo, so you can replace your 3-wire servo. I believe because this is such a high amperage, you might be able to replace this 540 brush, and that's it, and just transfer it into no, you can't. No, there's only 2 wires. So you'd have to replace the ESC to do a brushless upgrade. But you really don't need to with this car. You really don't need to put a brushless in here. You can. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying you don't really need to. Okay, so these batteries I found on eBay. These are all made for the Relarlo and the Amoril cars. And these are 3S lipos. I shake again. I do apologize, gang. It's 11.1 volts, 1200 mAh battery. Yeah, it's got a Dean's connector in it, which matches the Dean's connector in the car. It's got your 3S lipo charge and balancing port. I highly suggest when you start getting more batteries, you invest in a real charger, not like what comes with the car. They're great, but they take forever to charge. Also, I know they're not the safest out there, so you might want to buy a, like a hobby grade charger. So yeah, you can pick these up on eBay. They're about 20 bucks. I think I bought 3 of them, and there was like $60 for all 3. And I bought one for every one of my cars of my Relarlos, my 2 Relarlos, because they're made for Relarlo as well. The red buggy, the one that looks like a Typhoon, and the 4x4 truck I just got, the Truggy I just got. It looks like a Outcast, Arma Outcast. So yeah, these are the batteries you can get. You'll be able to run 3S on this car. Okay. What's cool too is that their pins come with tethers. I love these little tethers. Any car manufacturer out there sees this video, you all should do this. It's a lot easier. It's not so fiddly. It's not like that's going to break the bank. You can still do a cheap RC car and have these little tabs make life easier for people like me that shake. In general, make life easier, because these little clips are fiddly. So, RC car makers, put these on everything. Okay? Be awesome. Alright, that's the car. Now we're going to get into the ramp, the jump that I made. I got 10 minutes left on video time. So we're just going to put this car aside. I'm not even going to put the body clips back in. Sorry, I didn't mean to move you guys and hit you with my forearm. Or my bicep, I should say. Put the clips over here. And put the stock tires over there. Okay. So, because I mentioned my electric bike, when I bought the baskets for the front and the back, it came with really thick cardboard. 1/4 inch cardboard box. And I made this ramp out of that box. Really easy to do. Real easy to do. You got kind of a mellow slope, and then you got more of an extreme slope. I'm thinking this is going to get more of a to the moon, and this is going to get more like distance. We'll find out. Haven't tested it out yet. Like I said, I'm staying home today. But you can make these real easy. They're real easy to make. This one I made out of the top of the box. So the folding lids. So this is the side of the box. This is the other side of the box. And these ribs are all made from the edges of the box that fold in. So you're getting, so you got triangles, and you can cut them directly corner to corner and secure them. This is all Gorilla glued in and packing tape built together. You can see here I use a packing tape to reinforce this middle rib. It was bowing out, so I reinforced it and then gave it a bead of Gorilla glue. And every rib has packing tape and beads of Gorilla glue. So these are really easy to make. Took me a couple hours. Most of it was just trying to figure it out and how to do it. Like I said, I watched a lot of videos with Tom Lee, RC, and Kevin Talbot. A few other RC guys that are building. JC, I believe, was building a ramp. So anywho, this is very portable. It's, if you kill it, it's no big deal. Just throw it in the freaking recycling and make another one. You know what I mean? I got plenty of boxes. You can find boxes all over the place. Alright, gang. That's it. Oh, I forgot about the controller for the car. You got all the standard features here. Power on, steering, throttle, etc., etc. These switches here, I wouldn't even mess with these. These are already set for factory. Nice spongy control. It doesn't. The only thing about these controllers that some of these, they don't retract. They're not the best made. But one thing that's cool is that you don't really need it. If you're a seasoned driver, you don't really need to retract. You can drive with it like it is. Okay. It comes needing 3 AA batteries, and not with. needing 3 AA batteries. Okay, so that's it, gang. That's the Amoril RC Basher buggy, modified to be a basher, from a carpet runner to a basher. We're gonna film. Myself and I are gonna film this thing in action probably tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll feel right as rain and be able to go bash using my new ramp I built. Pretty cool. All right, gang. With that, I hope everybody has a blessed day. Remember, get out there. Go bash your cars. Go have fun. And if you don't have a car, go get a car. You're never too old to get a car. I mean, look at me. I'm a 58-year-old man. I'm playing with toys. Why not? Got nothing better to do. Peace be the journey, brothers and sisters. Hit that ramp, and we'll see you next time on Smiley's RC Time.